Okay, very sorry, guys. Okay, everything okay. Give me 1 second. Clear now? Okay. Okay, very sorry for late. Okay, good evening again. Uh, Today is your first day of your A-level life, I think. I think your first class, no? First A-level class. Am I correct? You can discuss with chat. I think this is your first A-level class. Yeah. Uh, if we did last day, that is on the introduction. Today we are going to start our first lesson. Yeah. Oh, yeah, a lot of students, this is the first day. Okay, therefore I think this is unforgettable day for your life, because you are ready for your life deciding exam, because your other every life other every life styles depend on this 2 year your result. Because do you know, I told last day, this is the only exam you can receive district rank and island rank. District rank එකකුයි island rank එකකුයි වෙන one and only exam in the Sri Lanka. Therefore, if you the last students, you will receive anyone not become last, but if you, I told, but in I thought I told in O level only first 10 students receive what is the district and island rank, but in A level every students with in the answer in the mark result sheet, they will give what are the grades you have got in the each subject, SFT, ET, and other subject, SFT, BSTO, ET, other subject, what is your grade and what is your Z score, and what is your district rank and what is your island rank. Everything will have in your result sheet. Therefore, now you this journey, I told last day, this is not a short time. This is not a short time. It has how many months? It has yeah, more than 24 months. If you do in 2027, you have more than 24 months, more than think 26 months. But when we compare with our workload, that is very short period. When you looking 24 26 months, it is very long period. But when you if you know our workload, how many work we have to do within this 2 year, that is very short period when we consider about the workload. Okay, without extra thing, I directly go into our lesson today. When you little bit tired, I will explain your important information. Otherwise, only we need to start somewhere. Okay, our first lesson is I have other thing. Other thing is your tute pack. Your tute pack is now ready to print. Still, I not send to the send. Still, I not confirm your name list. I think more than 12 or 13. No, at evening 50 students have confirmed me they need tute pack, and some of them have paid, and uh, others have request me to they need tute packs. Your tute packs, if you not receive that, you send me after class or during class, send me a WhatsApp message as 2027 tute pack, then I will receive for you. tute pack. You can send me like this a WhatsApp message into my WhatsApp number. Then I will receive a tute pack for you. Then at the end of month, I hope to send this all tute packs into your home, not anywhere. I will send to your home. I will collect next week after New Year break. I will collect your all address and your contact information, and I will send you into your home. Okay, any problem about that, you can ask me during the class in the chat box or in WhatsApp, you can ask. Okay, in this tute pack, you have three main lessons. The first one is measurement tute. That's our first lesson, first physics lesson, measurement lesson. And you have our second physics lesson, the forces and its behavior. That's a very bulk lesson, forces and its behavior. Forces and behavior. Our third lesson, it is rotational motion. Rotational motion tute pack. Rotational motion. Okay, this tute pack is valid for 6 months, more than 5 months. That means during this period, we cover the area and volume and trigonometry lessons as well. For these two lessons, maths lesson, therefore don't have any tute for these lessons. Measurements, forces and behaviors, and rotational motion, you have perfect notes, complete perfect note. Then you can easily, because these three lessons, you have a lot of theory parts. That's why I send these three tutes into your home first, and the trigonometry and area and volume two lessons don't have more theory. That's a calculation lesson. They are mathematics lesson. We can write the note. We can write the note easily. Then we can, with this tute pack, after you got this tute pack, we can cover 5 lessons. Fourth one, area and volume. Area and volume. Area and volume. The fifth one is trigonometry. Trigonometry. Okay, then within our first 6 weeks, sorry, within our first 6 months, our target is cover these 5 lessons. Cover these 5 lessons within our first 6 months. That's our target. I think we can achieve that. We can do this. We can complete. No issue. Measurement, forces, rotational motion, area and volume, trigonometry lessons, we can complete within this within first 6 months. 6 months. This is our target. Then after that, we have only 20 lessons. No. Then after that, I will send you again a tute pack. Again a tute pack for next 6 months. That's how we are going to cover your syllabus. I think now you already clear. If you have any problem, you can ask me. No hari prashna tiyena, send me message or you can ask in the chat box. Okay. Today we are going to start our measurement lesson. Measurement lesson. I have sent you a PDF tute. I have sent you. You can get that. And if I think I know when you studying PDF note, when you refer that, it's little bit difficult. That's why sir, basic trigonometry the natnang A-level maths. No, not O-level trigonometry, not A-level trigonometry as. That's a little bit of A-level trigonometry we are going to touch, but it's not combined maths trigonometry. A little bit only we touch, but questions in exam questions in the tutorial lesson, tutorial class, we can conduct in the when after the lesson. Then you can see what are the exam questions and what are the types of exam question, what type of questions asked. Then you can understand. Don't worry about that. That's not the maths first three maths lessons are very easy. First three maths lessons are area and volume, trigonometry, and Pythagoras theorem. These three lessons are very easy. I will not given any tute for these three lessons. We can complete. They are very short lessons. We can complete these lessons by written note. That's, I think, that's for you understand. It will very much important, because the maths lesson it's not practical though. By learning using a note, it is not practical. We can do calculation up to you understand. Then we can go for next lesson, next part. We can continue. Okay, now we are going to start our first lesson. If you want, you can when you receive your pack, you can make a short note. I suggest that when you receive tute pack එක හම්බෙනකන්, you can make a short note. Then it will easy to when you receive your tute pack, easily you can write down important points in the tute. Then you can continue your works. Okay, write down the first lesson. Write down first lesson topic in the short note. The measurements and measuring instruments. Measurements and measuring instrument. Measurements and measuring instrument. Measurements and measuring instrument. Measurements and measuring instrument. Measurements and measuring instruments. Okay. Yeah, that's a question. Excuse me, sir. A small sound is disturbed. Sound is disturbing. Is there any problem with my sound? Can you confirm that? Someone mic has on. Okay, I can mute it. No, all are muted. Mute all. Yeah, now mute all. Now okay? Okay. The problem is when students join again and again because of some connection problem, their mic is already on automatically. When they join, therefore, if you log out, when you rejoin again, you need to remember to off your mic. Then otherwise, actually, it can disturb to our discussion. Okay, normally in our lesson, when you after start the lesson, no any other speech or whatever, we continue lesson up to our today part is covered. Okay, that's our something. If you watch our previous recordings in the YouTube, I think I have sent you my YouTube channel, and you have access to watch lot of recordings in our previous classes. you can get the nature and how we are cover, how I'm teaching everything. You can see. I think you know our working pattern. Okay, send me quickly message now. No problem. Can we start now? No any problem. Okay, very good. I need to rename. Okay, measurements. Other thing. From next week even after the new year break, we can go for our new place. I told you last day, now I'm working on a smart classroom for you. I think we can complete that works after new year period. I have break now. I think I can complete the working on that. We can your class, we can change our class location. We can change into, I think, smart class. Okay, I'm not sure. Somehow before next month we can change. We can go there. Before next month we can go there. Okay. Measurements. What is the meaning of the measurements? Before we go to the lesson measuring instruments, what is the meaning of the measurement? You already know. When I think in your primary time, you are getting some measurements. You get the length of your books, your desk, your everything. When you, I think in primary time, grade 5, 6 time, you got measurement of your classroom, length of the classroom, the width of the classroom. I think you remember. Okay, then what is the meaning of the measurements? What is the definition of the measurements? Definition of the measurement. What's that? What is the definition of the measurement? Do you know? What you think? You can send me. What is the definition? What is the definition? What is the definition? How we define the measurement? Any measurement? Think I got the length of this board. That's a measurement. No? Then commonly, how we define any measurement? Any measurements, how we define commonly, generally. Remember that the measurements mean given a numerical value for any physical quantity. Remember that, very important. First, your definition, the measurement is a numerical value. A numerical value actually a measurement is a numerical value. Okay, numerical value mean value like whatever number value, like 15, 2.5, like this number, numerical value for any physical quantity in physics. A numerical value for any physical quantity. For any physical quantity. Okay, that's the meaning of the measurements. Get a numerical value for any physical quantity. What are the examples? Take in physics, the length or distance, example. Okay, I have given in the tube. You can refer. I'm not going to give you a written note in this lesson because you have your tute, you have already have every definitions, everything in the tute. You can make a short note until your tute is received. Until your tute is received, you can make a short note. You can. That's why I am writing. Actually, very difficult. I am also very difficult to continue without tute sending. To you for this type theory lessons. That's actually very easy lesson I selected as your first lesson. Otherwise, you will confuse. That's very simple lesson. Therefore, and theory lesson, no more calculations. Little bit easy lesson. You can understand easily if you focus well. Okay. The measurement is a numerical value. Numerical value mean a number value. That's the meaning. A number value, numerical value for any physical quantity. Okay. Then for any physical quantity, when we consider about length or distance, length is th. Length is a physical quantity. Length is a physical quantity. We can say there is this board length is, we can say it is 3 meter. 3 meter. This is a numerical number. Otherwise, we can say the length of your book is 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter. That's a numerical number, numerical value. Otherwise, we can say our nail length is, our nail 12 millimeter. 12 millimeter. Again, numerical number, no? Numerical value. Again, we can say from your home to temple, or from your home to school, the distance or length is 5 kilometer. 5 kilometer. The distance or length is 5 kilometer. What other units we can use for length? Yeah, there are different types of units. You can, using different types of unit, you can give some numerical value for any physical quantity. That is the meaning of measurement. Simple. That's the meaning of measurements. I think you got. For any physical quantity, if you got a numerical value mean number. That's we called as a measurement. That's example, length or distance. We can get 3 meter, 10 centimeter, 12 millimeter, 5 kilometer. You can see everything number, numerical value. That's the meaning of measurements. For any physical quantity, give a numerical value. Okay, another example. Among that, why this meter is special? Why? Meter is special among these units. The meter is a special one. Why is that? You can ask, you can discuss with me, then easy to continue to me. Why the meter is special? Very good. Very good. You all are correct. For when we consider about length or distance, the meter is the SI or standard unit. SI unit or standard unit. Therefore, meter is the standard unit. Then there are other units as well. There are different types of unit as well. 10 centimeter, 12 millimeter, 5 kilometer. Different types of units. The SI unit is, the standard unit is meter. The standard unit is meter. Then what, again tell me, what is the measurement? The measurement is get a numerical value for any physical quantity that we called as a measurement. Get a numerical value for any physical quantity that we called as a measurement. Okay, take another example. Take another example. The mass. The mass is another physical quantity. The mass. The mass is another physical quantity. No? The mass is another physical quantity. Okay, what is standard unit for mass? What is the standard unit for mass? SI unit? I need answer. You can open chat and you can type and enter. What is the standard unit for mass? Very good. Kilogram is the standard unit. Kilogram. Then we can say you going to any shop in your near to your home, and you try to get 3 kilogram of any vegetable. 3 kilogram. Then or 2 kilogram. Then that is a numerical value, no? Numerical value for any physical quantity. That's what is that? That's a measurement. That's a measurement. If not, you can say you going to get 400 gram. 400 gram. Again, a numerical value. That's also numerical value for a physical quantity. That's also a measurement. Again, if we think a vehicle, the vehicle mass, we can say it is 5 ton. The motor car, the mass is 5 tons. The motor car, there is a motor car, its mass is 5 tons. That means 5,000 kilograms. They are the, you can see, that's a physical quantity. For this physical quantity, we can give some numerical value. Numerical value, that's a measurement. That's a measurement. Okay, another example. Another example. The time. The time also a physical quantity. The time also a physical quantity. What is the standard unit for time? The kilogram is the standard unit for mass. What is the standard unit for time? Standard unit for time. I need answer. Very good. Very good. The standard. Very good. All are correct. All are correct. I think 4 or 5 students send me answers. Very good. And when you discussing with me, it is very easy. Easy to continue. Then if there are anything you not clear well, then I can understand and I can explain more about this point if you answer this way. Okay, the seconds is the standard unit for time. Then we can say you going to get the you going to run the 100-meter competition, running competition within 50 seconds. Within 50 seconds. 50 seconds. Within 50 seconds. You can see for the time is a physical quantity. For this physical quantity, you're going to get a numerical value. Numerical value. For time, we have more units. The standard one is seconds. Standard one is seconds. Standard one is seconds. More than seconds, we can say 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 hours, 3 hours, or we can say 1 day, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. There are different. 1 year, 5 years. Everything are measurements. Everything are measurements. We give some numerical value for the physical quantity. Physical quantity. We can say 2 weeks, 12 months, everything. But everything what? Everything's a physical quantity give some numerical value. They are measurements. Okay, up to now understood. I just only explained what is the meaning of measurement. Send me clear or not, then I can explain again. If there are any problem, you can ask. Understood? What is the meaning of measurements? Okay, very good. Everything send me, everyone send me clear. Very good. Okay, what's the, I have given more examples in the tute, more examples in the tute. The electric current I have given in the tute, electric current. I say it is current. Current, you already know the current in the, in your electricity system in your home, transfer current. Then in your O-level time, in a circuit, how you measure the current? How you measure the current? Yeah, very good. What is the instrument? The length we can measure by meter, ruler, or whatever. The mass you can measure by a scale, measuring scale. The time we can measure by your watch or stopwatch. The current, how we measure? The current, how we measure? Very good. Ammeter we can use, I think. No. Sharon. The what? We measure volts by volt. The voltage. I will explain next point. The voltage we measure by volt. The current is another thing. The current is not, yeah, very good. The current is not equal to volt. The volt is the voltage. That means the voltage mean voltage measured by volts. Voltage we discussed more about voltage in our electricity lesson, not now. The current we measure by ammeter. That's a special type of instrument that we connected to a circuit in series way. I think you know in O-level time, the series way. What is the unit? The unit is, we can say, in any wire, it transfer 5 ampere. No, 5 ampere. That's the ampere is the standard unit. 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 If not, we can say within any wire, transfer 200 milliampere. The milliampere also unit we can use for current. The milliampere. Okay, that's a current. Then you can see, give some numerical value for this current physical quantity. That's a measurement. Same thing. Okay, what's another example? Other thing, your Sharon's answer. It is voltage. Voltage also a physical quantity. The voltage also a physical quantity. So how many milliamperes is 1 ampere? It is 1000. Kabi. It is 1000 milliamperes equal to 1 ampere. Yeah, very good question. In prefixes part, our next part, I will explain how we get the prefixes. That's a prefixes. The milliampere is a prefixes. I will explain in the next lesson, not next part. Next part I will explain. The voltage The voltage also physical quantity that we can measure. The standard unit is volts. Volts. Then we can say in our home electricity system, what is the voltage? It is 230 volts. You think, I think you know, 230 volts. Okay, then for voltage only we have volts. That's a commonly used, that's the standard unit. That is standard unit for voltage. Okay, are you understood what is the meaning of measurements? Are you understood what is the meaning of measurement? Okay, you can prepare a short note. You can, in your word, you can prepare a short note. You can take paper or books. You can write down measurements and measuring instruments, and you can write down the definition for the measurements. The measurement is a numerical value for any physical quantity. Then you can write down some examples. I think it will helpful for understand when you receive your tute pack. After you tute pack, after you receive your tute pack, everything available in the tute, no any issue. Okay, I will give you 2 minutes. Quickly write down. Quickly write down. Complete. Completed. Done. Very good. Okay, our next topic. Now you know what is the meaning of measurements, how and how we define the measurements, and what are the examples. In tute, more than this, I have given example. You can refer. Okay, I given few examples in tute. It has more examples more than that. Okay. Okay, our second topic is measurements. Now you already know the measurement is completed. Measurements you already know. Measurements, what is the meaning, what are the examples. Okay, now our next topic is write down prefixes. Write down in your short note. It is prefixes. Example is prefixes. 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 Okay, what is the meaning of these prefixes? Prefixes. Prefixes. In word, what you can understand? From the word prefixes, 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 prefixes. The prefixes you can't understand from the unit, sorry, name, you can't understand. The prefixes mean very simple. Think now you got measurement is. In previous section, you got measurement is too small or too large. The measurement is example. As example, think your measurement is you got some very small mass. You got some very small mass. It mass was, think example, your mass was 0.0005 kilogram. Okay, that is your measurements. That is your measurements. Now 0.005 kilogram. 0.005 kilogram. You got using any measuring instrument. You got measurements. You got measurement like this. This is this measurement you got. 0.005 kilogram you got. Okay. Then can you understand easily this measurement? 0.005 kilogram. It is very small measurements, no, too small measurements. In this case, we can say it equal to you know, if I divide by this value, I divide by 1000, then I can say it is 5 grams. 5 grams. Okay, if anyone say, if anyone explain, there is a it mass is 0.005 kilogram. It is understandable. No, it is if you think more we can understand, but easily we can't understand. But when if anyone say it is 5 gram, 5 gram we can easily understand. No, that's the prefixes. The prefixes mean when you get any measurement, measurement is too small or too large measurements. Using prefixes, we can explain this measurement in easily understandable way. That's the prefixes mean. Easily understandable way. That's the prefixes. Take another example. Anyone get any length measurements? Anyone get any length measurement? It is 0.00 2 meter. 0.002 meter. Is it possible to understand? Yeah, you can understand. It is very difficult, no, very hard to understand. It's very hard to understand, no. 0.002 meter. Then you have to think some time and you can understand 0.002 meter. Then instead of that, we can explain using prefixes. We can very understandable way we can explain, that is 0.2 centimeter. The length is, this length is 0.2 centimeter. Or if you want more further, it is 2 millimeter. 2 millimeter. That's the meaning of prefixes. We can use different types of unit instead of standard unit. We can different types of unit to explain measurements in understandable way. That's the meaning of prefixes. Okay, take another example. Take another example. Take another example. You got energy normally measuring by joule. Joule is the unit. You got zero, not zero. You got 5,000 joule. No, 50,000 joule. 50,000 joule. 50,000 joule. Yeah, it is very huge value. This measurement is very large value. Therefore, we can simply it using prefixes. See, we can say it is 50 kilojoules. 50 kilojoules. 50 kilojoules. If I say another example, 50 kilojoule. Think another example. 6 joules. That means huge value, no? Huge energy amount. 6, what is the value? 60 lakhs. 60 lakhs joule. 60, yeah, 60 lakhs, no? Yeah, 60 lakhs joule. 60 lakhs joule. Okay, this 60 lakhs joule, we can explain. Now, if anyone say the energy value is 60 lakhs, it is not understandable. But if I say it is 600 kilojoule, 600 kilojoule, now little bit you can understand. Little bit you can understand. Again, if anyone explain it is 6 megajoule, 6 megajoule, then you can easily understand 6 megajoule, 6 megajoule. Another example. You got any measurement from gram, your measurement is 10,000 gram. 10,000 gram. Is it understandable? Yeah, very good. 6,000. 6,000 kilojoule. 6,000 kilojoule. 6,000 kilojoule equal 6 megajoule. Very good. Very good, Jumet. Thank you. Okay, 6,000 kilojoule. My mistake. 6,000 kilojoule equals 6 megajoule. Okay, now this is 10,000 gram. 10,000 gram. Can you understand easily? You can understand, but difficult. Now you can explain it is 10 kilogram. 10 kilogram. 10 kilogram, you can easily understand. No? 10 kilogram, you can easily understand. Okay, now you can understand when you take any measurement of any object or whatever thing, whatever physical quantity, if this measurement is too small or too large, then we can explain these measurements in very easy, understandable way using prefixes. Understood? Or do I need to explain? You can send me message. I will explain again. No issue. They are not asking commonly, but your general knowledge you should have when we discussed future lessons. Normally we use prefixes. Then prefixes normally not asked in the exam. Okay, they are very basic things in our physics. They are very base of the physics. Now we are at the beginning. At the beginning, we need to first prepare our base of the physics. Then after, our base of the chemistry. base of the mathematics, the basic knowledge of the mathematics. Then we can discuss different questions, exam question. We can discuss if you know the base. First of all, our target should be improve your base knowledge, basic knowledge. Normally, what is the bio also bio. Normally, bio don't have any basic. That's theory parts. No any calculations. No. Who is Tino? Yeah, bio also we have, but we have only 2 biology lessons. I told last day, the cell structures and biomolecules that don't need base. That I will explain well. Normally, biology lessons we have very limited marks, and no any calculation. Easily you can, if you go through for biology lesson, you have complete two notes without the space. Biomolecule lesson, you have some space to write down and draw structures, and cell structure lesson, you have complete note. Therefore, you can, if you remember the concept of biology, you can answer for a biology question. But if you remember things in physics and chemistry, you can't answer. Understood, Tino? Okay, do I need a little note? Do you need note about prefixes? Your tute also there. Okay, if you want in your short note, write down like this. Write down like this. Write down like this. When take any measurements of any object, when take any measurements of any object or physical quantity, when take any measurements of any object or physical quantity of any object or physical quantity, if this measurement is too small or too large, too small or too large, too small or too large, possible to use prefixes, possible to use prefixes express these measurements in more understandable way. Express these measurements in understandable way. In understandable way. In understandable way. Okay, then write down at the bottom of the definition, write down write down like this. I will erase this. This example don't need. Write down when measurements are too small. When measurements are too small or very small. When measurements are too 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 small, now 10 to the power minus 1 meter equal 1 decimeter. Example, 10 to the power minus 2 meter equal to 1 centimeter. I will explain later. Write down. 10 to the power minus 3 meter equal to 1 millimeter. 1 millimeter. 10 to the power minus 6 meter equal to 1 micrometer. 1 micrometer. 10 to the power minus 9 meter equal to 1 nanometer. 1 nanometer. Write down like this. First write down, then I will explain. They are very simple things. Simple things. They are not asking the exam directly, okay? But when you study future lessons, they are important. This knowledge is important. When next point, when measurements are too large, measurements are too large now, we can use 10 to the power 3 that we called as kilo. If you want, you can name that. That is deci, that is centi, that is milli, micro and nano. Next one, 10 to the power 6, that is mega. Okay, completed. Complete. Others, quickly send me completed or still writing. That's a very simple thing. I will explain. Don't confuse. Very simple thing. Okay, then understand. Think 1 meter. This side, left side, I am explaining. 1 meter. If I divide into 1 meter, if I divide into 10 parts, 1 meter, if I divide into 10 parts, that's we called as decimeter. Okay, decimeter in our concentration lesson and fluid mechanism and thermal chemistry lesson, that is very important. Decimeter. Normally in these lessons we discuss cubic decimeters. Then if you know already decimeter, that will very easy for you. That's why there are millions of prefixes we can find, but I am give examples here, important prefixes for our future lessons. Okay, now I have full idea about our lessons. I am give you examples. Normally these are not asked, therefore don't need to write more and more examples. I'm only given required prefixes for your future lessons. Okay, now 1 meter, if divide into 10 parts, imagine that 1 meter distance, if you divide into 10 equal parts, then what is the one part? 1 meter distance, if you divide into 10 equal parts, what is the distance of one part? One part? කොච්චර වගේ දුරක්ද? How about the distance with, how about the length of one part? Imagine, simple thing. 1 meter you have, I divide that into 10 equal parts. Yeah, 0.1 meter. That means easily you can understand if you say 10 centimeter. Normally the 1 meter mean 100 centimeter. No? 1 meter mean 100 centimeter. No? If you divide into 100 into 10 equal parts, 1 decimeter equal to 1 meter. If you divide into 10 parts, that is 1 decimeter. 1 decimeter. Oh, 1 decimeter equal to 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter. I think you got. That means 10 centimeter part, 10 centimeter part in the meter ruler. In your, if you go to the your ruler, you can imagine what is the length of 10 centimeter. The 10 centimeter distance equal to decimeter, 1 decimeter. 1 decimeter. The 1 decimeter equal to 10 centimeter. 1 decimeter equal to 10 centimeter. Then 1 meter, if you divide into 100 parts, that's the meaning of 10 into minus 2 means 1 over 10 to the power of 2. 10 to the power of 2 mean 100. 100. 10 to the power of 2 mean 10 square. 10 square value is 100. 100. Then 1 meter, if we divide into 100 part, what is the one part distance? 1 meter, if I divide into, yeah, Dinul, it is 0.01. Tell me other units, understandable unit. We are discussing these units. 1 centimeter, very good. Yeah, you good. 1 centimeter. Then you can see 10 to the power of minus 2 meter equal to 1 centimeter. Understood the order? Are you got the order? Are you got the order? Okay, now 1 meter again. 1 meter again. If you divide into 1000, if you divide into 1000, 10 to the power of minus 3 mean 1 over 10. 10 to the power of 3, 10 to the power of 3 mean 1000. 1000. That means 1 meter distance, if you divide into 1000 equal part, what is the one part? What is the one part? 1 millimeter. Good. Now you got the pattern, no? 1 millimeter. Then what you need to understand, 1 meter distance you have. This 1 meter distance, if you divide in 10 equal parts, that is 1 decimeter, one part. If you divide into 100 equal part, it is 1 centimeter. If you divide into 1000 equal parts, that is 1 millimeter. Okay. Now again, we have important thing. Up to now you already know actually, but if you divide 1 meter into 1 and 6 zeros, like this. 1 and 6 zeros. 6 zeros mean 10 lakhs, no? 10 lakhs. 1 million. 1 meter divide into millions of parts. Then what is the one part? That one part we called as, remember, it is micrometer. 1 micro mean this is the unit, not M. Okay. M is like this. No? This is M. This is M. The micro mean like this. This is micro. The micrometer. That's a special scale. Micrometer. Then final thing you need to understand, 10 to the power of minus 9 mean 1 meter. I will take here, the final one I will take here because space problem. 1 meter, if you divide into 1 and 0 nines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then what happened? That scale we called as. Can you imagine 1 meter distance? If you divide into this value, it is, I think, 1 billion, no, billion, not trillion. I don't. Okay, whatever, 1 and 9 zeros. 10 into minus 9 power equal to 1 nanometer. 1 nanometer. That is special scale. Do you know viruses? I think in COVID period, you very familiar viruses, no? COVID-19 is a virus. What is the diameter of this COVID-19 virus? What is the diameter of this virus? The diameter of this virus? Normally we say 20 to 22 nanometer. I remember, you should remember, I think the diameter of this virus is 20 to 22. We say common value 20 nanometer. 20 nanometer. Can you imagine it is this measurement is how much small? How very too small. Then can you imagine if this diameter, if you say in meter or centimeter or millimeter, can you understand? Very difficult. That's why we can say it is 20 nanometer. That is a prefixes. That's a prefixes. Any problem now? Do you have any problem? If there are any unclear part, you can ask now. Do you know the micro scale? Micro scale, I will give you some example. Now other scales you can see in naked eye, but the micro and nano scale you can't see in naked eye. If you want to see this micro scale object, you have to use a light microscope. In your laboratory, I think O-level time, you use light microscope. Using light microscope, you can observe some bacteria and fungi. Bacteria and fungi. This bacteria and fungi in this scale, normally bacteria size is 50 micrometer. 50 micrometer. Fungi more than that, 200 micrometer like this. The virus are nanometer scale. Therefore, virus we can't observe by light microscope. For observe virus, what is requirement? Which instrument we can use for virus observe? To observe virus, what is the instrument we can use? You already know. To observe the virus, what is the object? Yeah, very good. All are correct. Yeah, lot of answers. Very good. Electronic microscope we have to use to observe the nanometer scale. Very good. Okay, if you want, you can note down that. If you already know, no problem. The same thing I have explained here. 10 minus 1 means same thing. Divide into 10. 10 minus 2 mean divide into 100. 10 minus 3 mean if you want, you can note down. I can give you 1 minute. If you don't know only, if you can understand from this, no need. The same thing I explained right side. Okay, completed. Are you done? Need more time? No time enough. Complete, no? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Uh, they are the prefixes commonly we use if these measurements are too small actually. If measurements are too small, we can use these prefixes and explain these measurements in understandable, easy understandable way. Okay, now come to this point. When measurements are too large, normally we use these prefixes. You already know kilo and mega. If it is 1,000 gram, we call that is kilogram. If it is 1,000 joule, that we call as kilojoule. If it is 1,000 ampere, that we call as kilo ampere. If it is 1,000 watt, that we called as kilowatt. This one always using prefixes. That if it is what you already know, if it is 1,000 what your ideas, kilo prefixes, uses of kilo prefixes, other than I explain my examples. What your examples additionally? No, don't have kiloton. Don't have ton. Mean 1,000 kilogram, that is 1 ton. Don't have kiloton. Kilometer, I forgot. Kilometer, 1,000 meter equal to kilometer. The 1,000 mean 10 to the power 3. That you can easily understand. The 1,000 mean the 1,000 atana hadaganda the 1,000 kilogram in kilograms. 1,000 gram we called as 1 kilogram. 1,000 kilogram equal to 1 ton. In kilogram don't have mega or whatever, it is 1 ton. Then after that we measure by tons. Okay, but others, joules, watt, kilowatt, and after that 1,000 kilowatt, that we called as 1 megawatt. 1 megawatt. Like this. That you already know things they are. Think you know what? Normally we measure power. Power we measure by watt. Power normally we measure by watt. Then we discussed work, energy, and power. We have separate special, very important lessons. Nowadays for 2026 batch, we are doing work, energy, and power lesson. Our 7th lesson for 2026 batch. 2025 batch. Nowadays we are doing descriptive statistic. They are already, the syllabus is going to complete within 3 months. 2025 syllabus will completed. After that, for your batch, don't need to worry. If you're doing 2026 or if you're doing 2027, you can complete. If you do in 2026, if you can complete your syllabus before 5 months, at least 5 months before exam. No worry. Then what you need to do, you have to come to our 26 and 27 both class. Then you can cover if you want to do to exam in 2026. Okay, lot of students doing like this. No problem. You have to come to both our classes. If you want to 2027 regular your time, your normal time, no any problem. If you continue our every classes without missing any class with consistency, you can complete your syllabus before. My target is complete within before 6 months, but at least before 5 months to the exam, we complete our all syllabus. 25 lessons we complete. Okay, like this way. This way, we explain everything. And for theory lessons, I will send after 6 months or after some time period, I will send you tute packs for you. Then for calculation lesson, we doing in a written note. We doing with written note. Likewise, we continue. If you work, then you can go for maximum level result. If you go through, if you come without any missing class, if you work with consistency, you can go to maximum level. What about the physical classes? Physical classes also same thing. We complete the syllabus before 5 months. Normally, when we start, still no any physical classes start for 2027 batch. Still not. I will inform in the group what is the date we can start. Before May month, we will start. Probably last week of the April we start. Therefore, normally in my practice is our physical class and online class parallelly. The same lesson, same week, we doing parallelly. Then when the online lesson syllabus is completed, the physical class also syllabus complete. That's normally. If I start online class little bit early, in physical class we can get 1 hour and half hour little bit at the first month, little bit additional time, and we can cover, no problem. Tino, no problem. We can somehow I will get all classes in your batch into parallelly going. Therefore, no any issue is coming. Okay, any other problem? Any other problem? No. Okay, I wanted to know, say you 1000 watt equal to 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt. 1000 kilowatt equal to 1 megawatt. For kilograms, for mass, it's not coming mega, it's only tons. After 1000 kilograms, it is 1 ton. For joules and watt, they come in mega scale as well. Okay, if you want, you can write down example for that also. Okay, prefixes in me, the prefixes completely understood. Prefixes completely. Prefixes understood. Any problem from prefixes? Okay. Prefixes, if you want anything additionally, you can write down. I will give you 30 seconds. Any example you need, if you think important, you can write down. I explained. Okay, prefixes is completed. Measurements and prefixes, our lesson base is now okay. Now you already know base of our lesson. Okay, now we are going to Now we are going to discuss why measurements are required for our day-to-day life. Why measurements are required for our day-to-day life? Why? Why measurements? I will erase that topic. Why measurements are required? Why measurements are required? Why? Send me some requirements. So why measurements is required our day-to-day life or whatever work? Why measurements are required? Why? Why? Any suggestion? Any reason? Why measurements are required? Why measurements are required? Actually, the measurements are required for easier our day-to-day life. Okay, the measurements are required to do our day-to-day life works in very easy way. That's the purpose of measurements. Okay, think that's in our day-to-day life we can, if you want what think in your home, you need to apply the flow of the your home, you need to apply tiles, lay tiles. Then how you find the number of tile requirement? By using measurements. If don't have measurements, how you decide that? How you decide that number of requirement? Okay, that's day-to-day life. That's day-to-day life. Okay, if in industrially, industrially mean like different industrial company you have around your home, around your town. Industrial company. Why industrial company? This measurement is important. This measurement is important. Why industrial company? Any think in industrial company or whatever industry, these measurements according to their industry production line, they need these measurements very, very important for them. Why is that? Think I will explain in engineering side. In engineering side, think normally engineering department of industry, their work is repairing of machines and engine, whatever instrument repair. Okay, think there is a motor. There is a motor in particular industry. That is a motor. Think that is a motor. In this motor, damage any axle or whatever object, whatever shape object, damage. Then normally you are a technologist. No? In the future you are technologist. You should have engineering knowledge. Then at the first thing, what you need to do? You need to get the measurement of this damage part. Yeah, for their decision making, your first work is get the measurement of, what is the think the damage axis is like this, like a cylindrical axis. You need to get the measurement first. What is the diameter of this axis? What is the length of this axis? This is uniform axis or not? What, Kabir? What I need to explain again? The industry part. in day-to-day life. Yeah, day-to-day life, no problem. Day-to-day life, you also use some measurements. So I also need this part to be explained. Yeah, that don't take very complex. That example I explained. In industry, think you have something motor or whatever machine. Okay, in this machine, think it is a particular machine in the particular industry. Machine. Okay, in this machine, this axle is damaging. Whatever need to repair and replace. Okay, example I explain it, not theory. Example. Okay, this machine, particular axle, we need to replace. Okay, then what is your main requirement? What is your first requirement? What as a technologist? As technologist, you need to get the technologist or engineer. You need to get the measurement of this axle. First of all, you need to get the diameter of this axle and what is the length of this axle. Is this axle is uniform one or ununiform one? If it is uniform one, no problem. We can, the one diameter is enough. If it is not uniform object, we need to get more diameters. Okay, there you can understand in future. Somehow what you need to understand, you have to get the measurements first. You have to get the measurement first. Okay, then you get the measurements. You get the measurement of this axle and you send these measurement data. Sorry. You send this measurement data into design department. Normally designing process. Okay. In designing department or designing persons, they using AutoCAD or whatever software using, they draw this axis. They can draw using your measurements. They can draw your axis. They can draw what in 3D. In 3D, they can draw. Normally in engineering technology, you have a drawing part. No? Normally in drawing part, you learn this part. You can draw using AutoCAD. There is a software. That's AutoCAD name. AutoCAD software. Using AutoCAD software, you can draw this axis. You can draw. Okay. After that, you can design that using 3D printing or whatever, lathing or whatever, any process. There are a lot of process to design. Okay. Now you can make this. You can make this exit. Now after that, when you replacing, again come to you. Again this axle after make in 3D way, again come to you. When it is coming, actual axle, if it is cannot replace, what happen? If it is cannot replace because of your measurement error. If it is cannot replace, normally it has a specific hole. No? Think this hole is now diameter is 0.9 centimeter. Your axial diameter is 1 centimeter. Then can we replace? No. Your job is missing. Okay, that's why I just want to explain you, when you take measurements, this accuracy is very much important. When you take any measurement, you can see in this axle, get measurement. When you get measurement of this axle, the accuracy is very, very important. Okay, I explained example for express the accuracy. Are you got that or confused? Are you got that? No, if you not understood the story, you just need to understand, when you take any measurements, the accuracy is very important. If not, your measurements are not valid. In this example, like this example, in this if you take measurements, you need always, you have to try and you need to do your best to get accurate measurements. If there are any mistake in your measurements, that will affect very adversely, huge effect to your job or whatever particular industry, whatever machine. That's a huge effect if any small mistake. Therefore, the measurement taking processes, you need to understand, is very sensitive process. Therefore, the accuracy is what? Very important. The accuracy is very important. Okay, that's the example I explained. This example you don't need to remember. You need to understand, you need to you need to get the idea of the accuracy, how much important for getting measurements. Okay, up to now, okay? Send me message, clear or not? Okay, oh, you have sent me clear, no? Sorry. Okay. Now in the tute, if you go through the tute, I have given factors factors should consider when you take measurements. To that point, I explain example. Factors consider when you take any measurements. Factors need to consider when you take measurements. The first, read the first factor you need to consider. The first factor is select suitable measuring instrument. Select suitable measuring instrument. Suitable measuring instrument. Select suitable measuring instrument. That is the first factor. When you take any measurements, your first target, your first achievement should be select suitable measuring instruments according to your measurements. Think example, if you're going to get the measurements of your length of your books, you're going to think you are going to get the length of your books. Think this is your books. I want to get this length. This length I want to get. Okay, if you select meter ruler like measuring instrument, meter ruler like instrument, is it okay? No, it is very difficult to manage, no? Very difficult to maintain. Very difficult to maintain. Therefore, it can be some errors. It can become some errors. Therefore, you need to select suitable measuring instrument for according to the that's match with the your measurements. Suitable measuring instrument. Select suitable measuring instrument. The next point is I have given keep clean and clear the object keep clean and clear. Clean and clear. What is the meaning of that? To get accurate measurements, the object should clean. I think example, when you take any measurement of any machine or whatever engine or whatever object, it apply some oil stains or grease stains, grease layers. Then can you get accurate measurements? No, your measurement is coming with this applying materials, impurities. With these impurities, therefore you need to get the measurements. Sorry, when you get measurements, you need to first, before you get the measurement, You need to clear and clean the object, and measuring object you need to clean and it take as clear object, clean and clear object. Okay, remember these factors with little bit explanation with example. What happen if it is not clean? What happen if it is impurities apply? The measurement is coming with these impurities, therefore the measurements become error. Third one, third factor I have given in the tute. The object should be not more when we get measurements. The object should not more. Should not movable. Should not movable. Shouldn't movable. That means object, if you, when you take object, when you take measurement of any object, if this object is moving or rotating object, can you get accurate measurements? Difficult, no? Therefore, before you get the measurements, you need to fix this object uh, without moving or rotating. Okay, I think they are very simple, no? The final, sorry, fourth one, you need to avoid apply additional pressure. Avoid apply additional pressure on the object. That is very important point. Additional pressure on the object. You need to avoid apply an additional pressure. Think what happened if we add additional pressure. Think you are going to get the think example, you are going to get the length of this type box. Okay, when you apply additional pressure, what happened? The shape is deforming. The shape is changing. When the shape is changing, your accuracies become low. Your measurements become error. Your measurements become, the accuracy become very low. Okay, therefore we have to avoid apply additional pressure on the measuring object by measuring instruments. We have to avoid, that's a very sensitive process. I told you, that's a very sensitive work. We need to very carefully, we need to get the measurements. Okay, then then I have given the fifth point. You need to get the measurements by using, you need to maximum try to get the measurements in eye level. That means you need to get the eye level. If you get from with this angle inclination, you can't get accurate measurements. Therefore, always you need to try maximum, your best maximum. You need to try to get measurements in eye level. Okay, get measurements eye level. Oh, in the tute given, directly seeing, you need to get the measurement directly watching on the object. The meaning is you need to maintain eye level to get the accurate measurement. Otherwise, that can be changed. The measurement can be changed. Okay, final point, very, very important. Final point, very, very important. You need to maintain the object, measuring object at room temperature. I need reason for that. Maintain object at room temperature. Maintain the object at room temperature. What is the meaning of that? Maintain the object at room temperature. I need, what is the reason for that? Why we need to maintain the object at room temperature before we get the measurements? What is the possible reason? Can you say? Anyone? That's where the material is normal. No, I ask if it is more than normal temperature, if the object reach into higher temperature more like 100 Celsius, or object reach into object temperature is less than room temperature like 10 Celsius, what happened to the object? What is the word, keyword I need? Keyword, what happened to the object? What happened to the object? Deform, somewhat correct. Change the physical state. Yeah, still your answers are very good, you may. That can be expansion. There is a expansion lesson in our there is a separate lesson in heat lesson, separate part for expansion, heat thermal expansion. In this lesson we doing calculations of this expansion as well, calculations as well. You need to avoid, any solid, liquid or gas object, gas material, when heating, when temperature increase than room temperature, it start to expand. If it is low temperature, what happen? Opposite side, expand. Opposite side, what is that? Yeah, expansion, opposite side. At low temperature, what happen? Compress. Very good. Compress. That means at freezing temperature, that means low temperature. At low temperature, what happened? The object become, the size is decreasing. That compressed, compress. Therefore, you need to maintain your object, measuring object, always at the room temperature. At room temperature, that's very important. Always maintain your object at room temperature. That's very important. If not, your measurement can change. Think, normally we are, example, okay, again example, normally we are taking measurements of engine. Engineering technology, you learn engine parts, no? Normally I am going to get the measurements, the diameter of the piston, or piston cylinder. Okay, now when you get the measurements, normally when the engine is working, the piston is working, it's highly heated, no? The piston and other every part of the engine highly heated, warm up. Normally when you touch the engine, when it is working, what happened to our hand? It can damage. It's dangerous, no? That much of temperature up when it is working. Okay, I just need to get measurement of the engine part. Then just after the engine is stopped, I remove this part, and if I got the measurement, can I get accurate measurements? Just after engine is stopped? No, it's not accurate measurement. Then what you need to do? You need to keep some hours, keep some time for convert that engine part temperature into room temperature. Then you can get the measurements and get accurate measurements. Okay, understood all points? Understood? Yes or no? Any point if you need to explain again, you can send me. So third point I can't understand, then you can send me. Third point or whatever, exam. No, all understood? Okay, send me quickly. All understood? I need all response. All point understood? Okay, then write down. Write down the topic. Should consider. Factors should consider. Factors should consider when taking an accurate measurement. When taking an accurate measurement. Factors should consider when taking an accurate measurement. When taking an accurate measurement. Okay, write down this topic and write down the these points. If you want only, you can write some definitions as well. No, definition example as well. Some description for your future refer, you can write down. I'm not going to give one now. Everything I explain. Okay, completed. Can I raise? Completed. Are you completed? If you complete, send me message. Okay, good. Good. Okay, I'm going to erase. Now I am going to our today target final topic, the least count. If you discuss today the basic only base of the lesson, from next week we can start our measuring instruments. Measuring instrument in from next week. Okay, write down our write down the first topic, not our next topic, the least count. Least count. Least count. Least count. Least count. Okay. What is the meaning of the least count? What's the meaning? The least in the name you can understand. Least. Least mean the smallest, that we called as smallest count as well. Smallest. Smallest count. Smallest count. That's another name. Then what is the meaning of that? Smallest count or least count? The least count of any measuring instrument is the minimum measurements of the minimum measurements that can get from any measuring instruments accurate. That's the meaning of least count. The minimum you can get, you can refer the tute. You can refer the tute. The tute I have given. Now we are in the second page of the tute. The minimum reading that can be obtained accurately from any measuring instruments that we called as the least count. Okay, the least count mean the minimum measurements. Remember, the minimum measurements now can you hear me? There was a disturb, no? Now, okay. Okay. I told you the least count. That's from this point exam questions coming. Okay. From this point, I told the basic part is not coming, but that part from this level you need to focus well. Okay. The least count mean the least count of any measuring instrument mean the minimum measurements that can be obtained from this measuring instrument accurately. Accurately, this word is very important. That's a key word. The accurate minimum measurement that can be obtained from any measuring instrument that we called as the least count, the smallest count. Okay, when we consider about example, your rule that we call as feet rule. Okay, what is the least count of your feet rule? I don't have ruler at this moment. Okay, now you already have a ruler. Okay, what is the least count of your ruler? The minimum measurement that can be obtained from accurately. That can be obtained accurately. Very good. Very good. 1 millimeter, no? Very good. 1 millimeter. More than 1 millimeter can you get? No, more than 1 millimeter you can get. The 0.5 millimeter you can get, but it's not accurate. It's not accurate. Minimum measurement. Think your ruler scale is like this. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is 1 centimeter. Then this is millimeters. That's continue up to 15 centimeter or 30 centimeter, depend on your ruler. Then that is millimeter scale, no? Then 1 millimeter is the least count of your feet ruler. Okay, the second one. When we consider about meter ruler, what is the least count? Meter ruler, what is the least count? Meter ruler. Yeah, you can answer. Only I have 3 answers. Others? Yeah. Is it 1 centimeter? Is there any difference between meter ruler and your ruler? No, no. The only difference is length. Your ruler is 1 feet. It is 30 centimeter. That is 1 feet. That's why that called as feet ruler. The meter ruler means the same ruler, the length is 1 meter. Then same scale. You can find the meter ruler and check. It has same scale. It has 100 centimeters, but every centimeter has divided into 10 equal parts. That means 1 millimeter is the least count. 1 millimeter is the least count. Okay, are you tired now? Oh, the least count part will complete, no? Then that enough for today. Now I know when you at the beginning you are a little bit tired when you working continuous. Normally for our 25 students now we from our revision is going 5:30 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. only one interval. Okay. For your level now we don't need to work in this level. We can quickly improve your focus, and we can go to this level at the final 6 months. Now 2025 guys, this is their final 6 months. They have only 5 months for exam. That's maximum we work. For you have more time, no? Therefore, we can continue very slowly. Okay, meter ruler, the least count. The least count mean what? The minimum measurement that can be obtained from any measuring instrument accurately. The minimum measurement that can obtain accurately from any measuring instrument that we called as least count. Okay, then meter ruler, up to this measuring instrument, you already know. These they are, you know. Okay, when you consider about vernier caliper. Vernier caliper, do you know? Do you have heard? Do you have seen the vernier caliper? The vernier caliper? Do you have seen? Yes or no? Vernier caliper? The vernier caliper, do you have seen? Okay, I will show you. I have a vernier caliper. I have every measuring instrument, but next micrometer screw gauge I can't show you today. That's a new instrument. For your practicals, I got that. Okay, this is the vernier caliper. This is the vernier caliper. How I can everything next week practically and using animation video, everything will when you very clear in this lesson. Next day our lesson is vernier caliper lesson. In this lesson, practically and videos, everything practically you can understand. The vernier caliper you can see little, get some little understand. This can more like this. Okay, this can more in, then you can see it has two linear scale. In meter ruler only one linear scale it has. That's a digital one. Actually I don't manual one today. For manual one you can search YouTube and you can watch. It has another linear scale here. That's a new technology. That's high cost one. That's I got from our university. For show you in this vernier caliper, the thing is it has two linear scale. It don't have that. From next day I will find a manual one for explain you. This one difficult to calculate. This one you can get measurements easily from this one, digital one, but difficult to understand the mechanism. Principle understand difficult because it is digital. No? When you take measurements, think my phone diameter I want to get, then I can place the phone thickness. Sorry, thickness I can get. We can place the phone here, then you can see this is the value, diameter value. It's automatically coming, but we need to discuss manual one. This is a digital one. Then this thickness also we can get using like this. Then you can get the value. This is easy, but for you understand this one not suit. Then I will find another manual one. Then I will show you next day. Okay. Now these parts you can understand, the shape you can understand. That is a vernier caliper. That's a vernier caliper. That's a vernier caliper. Don't think this digital screen, don't say. They are the other parts. This is that can more like this. No, it can more. Okay, in this case, in the vernier caliper, 1 millimeter we can divide into 10 equal parts using this instrument. 1 millimeter we can divide into 10 equal parts. From this 10 parts, from this 1 millimeter, if after dividing into 10 equal parts, one part we can get accurately. That means the least count is 0.1 millimeter. 0.1 millimeter is the vernier caliper least count. There is another instrument. There is another instrument that we called as micrometer screw gauge. Micrometer screw gauge. Micrometer screw gauge. Its least count is, today I don't have a micrometer one. I will show you in the lesson, micrometer screw gauge lesson. I will show you, and I will every part's working, how we get measurements, everything I will explain. In micrometer screw gauge, 1 millimeter I can divide into 100 millimeter, 100 parts. 1 millimeter divided into 100 equal parts. Then one part we can get accurately. That means its least count is 0.01 millimeter. 0.01 millimeter. Are you understood what's the least count and what are the examples? Are you understood? No mean? No. No. No mean not understood, not clear. Yeah, some I have 6 answers. From 6, 2 answers are no. Then I will explain again. Good. Good, very good. Then if you not, you can ask. Very good. Yeah, some student has understood. Okay, the least count of any measuring instrument mean the minimum measurement of this instrument that can obtain accurately. Okay, think about your ruler. Think about your ruler. In your ruler, the minimum accurate measurement you can get is 1 millimeter. No, less than 1 millimeter can you get accurately? No. Meter ruler also same, only length is therefore 1 millimeter of the least count of both. The vernier caliper, you don't need to understand now. Vernier calipers, we have a separate lesson in next day. Vernier caliper, everything I will explain. Then you can understand. In vernier caliper, you need to understand 1 millimeter we can divide into 10 parts, and 1 parts we can get accurately. Its least count is 0.1 millimeter. Micrometer screw gauge is another same type measuring instrument. It possible to 1 millimeter divide into 100 equal parts, then 1 part get accurately. That's least count is 0.01 millimeter. The 1 millimeter divided into mean it's 0.1. 1 divided into 100 means 0.01. Now understood? Dinul? You met? Okay, good. Don't think I know you already know meter ruler and feet ruler. The vernier caliper you don't know. I think the word also you heard today. You hear the word also today. Don't worry. Everything about vernier caliper, how to use, what are the parts, and how we get measurements, which type measurements we can get, how each part is working, what are the functions of each part, how each part important for get measurements, how we get measurement, what are the least count calculation, everything we discuss next day. Therefore, don't worry. You need to understand the least count mean what? The least count mean the smallest or minimum measurement that can obtain accurately from any measuring instrument. They are the example that only. Okay, write down the minimum measurement. The minimum measurement can obtain the minimum measurement can obtain accurately. The minimum measurement can obtain accurately from any measuring instrument called as the least count. The least count. Write down examples. Write down examples. Vernier caliper. Okay, R. Finally, it's R. Vernier caliper. PER. PER. Vernier caliper. Completed. Completed. Okay. Others completed? Quickly send me. We need to finish now. You are tired, I know. At the first day, if not, it's if you tired, it's not good. You need to freely do. Okay, now at the beginning, you can. You don't have a lot to remember. No, you can freely study at the first few months. Okay. Okay, that is the today lesson. Before finish, I need to explain two main points. From meter ruler, if anyone say, can we get accurately 0.9 millimeter? Is it possible? 0.9 millimeter, can we get accurately from meter ruler? 0.9 millimeter, can we get accurately from meter ruler? Is it possible? Yeah. No, it is impossible. It cannot get accurately. We can get little bit the assuming the approximate value we can get, but accurately we can't get. That you need to understand. Any measuring instrument, we can get only more than least count. Measurements more than least count. That means less than 1 millimeter measurement impossible to get by meter ruler in our physics. Okay, but in day-to-day life, if you want, we can get. But in physics, we always less than 1 millimeter. That means less than least count value we cannot get. Okay, only we can get more than least count. Other point you need to understand, you can see the least count is not a unique value, not the same value for each measuring instrument. Measuring that depend on that is specified for the measuring instrument. The instrument to instrument, the least count is changing. Okay, these 2 points you can understand. That's the 2 points you need to understand. Don't need to write. You can see measurement instrument to instrument. the least count is changing. The least count totally depend on the measuring instrument. Measuring instrument. Measuring instrument features totally depend. That's not the same. Every measuring instrument least count is not the same value. Okay, that's depend on the measuring instrument. Next day you can understand when we discuss vernier caliper, micrometer, screw gauge. Okay. Everything today clear? Okay. How about our working? If you want, you can send me suggestion. The speed is higher, or when I speaking only English, you can't understand everything, or whatever. Such, if there are any problem, you can send me. Then I will consider. No problem. Then if I continue this way, entire syllabus, okay. Very good. Okay, this is the first lesson, first part of the your A level. I think other thing, don't worry about SFT. If you coming our class consistency, don't worry about SFT. SFT you can ask our 2025-26 guys. They don't any problem. They don't have any problem for SFT. They have problem with their ICT and ET. They are the problem for them. Okay, therefore you need to very careful for select a suitable teacher for you. Okay, no, don't ask me who is the best ET or BST teacher. You have to find for match to your working pattern. If you can understand our teaching, our my explain, you match to me, then you can come with my class. Then if you have to find, we are working, we completely doing entire syllabus. Don't worry about anything. You can ask from our senior students. Okay, I think Amavi did speech as well first day of your class. Okay, you can ask them how about our working at the final days of the exam. Some I need to advise you, some classes at the final year mean they doing well at first year, but when going to final year, they are not doing well. That's right, problems are coming. Okay, therefore you need to find well about your other two subjects. Find and consider well. You select class, so you need to work this all three lessons. Sorry, three subject. You need to balance. If your result is no, if it is SFT A, others are B and C, you can't select for any university. You can't select for any university. If you get A for SFT, minimum you have to get 2B for other two subjects. Okay, therefore, if you got 3 A's, that's great. But minimum I told, at least 2B for other two subjects. So SFT, don't worry. SFT, we can do more works at the final year. We doing great. We arranging great program for you. Nowadays we are working for 2025 students in a great program with great schedule. Okay, now I think more than 100 papers we have completed now, up to now. more than another 200 papers, I think. Full papers, full paper discussion now we start May next month. Then we hope to continue another 100 full papers as well. Okay, therefore don't worry about SFT. If you consistency, if you work with me consistency, no any problems come. Okay, other thing is you need to if you not confirm your tute pack, please confirm it within today. If you not paymented, no problem. You can send me a message. I need tute pack. Then I can reserve and I can send add into system and I can print that and reserve that. Otherwise, the problem is if I print additionally when we keep the tute packs, because we have to, if it is print additionally, we have to keep that 1 year. No? Other new batch is coming for next year. No? Then it's wasting. They last year tutes, lot of tutes, additional tutes. Now they cannot use. They cannot use. The papers qualities become reduced. They can't send to you. That's problem. Therefore, I can printed 5 or 6 additional tute I can print. Therefore, no any issue. But that easy to, if you confirm within today, if you can confirm your tweet requirement, I can print only required amount. Okay, any other problem? No problem. Okay, then we can meet next day. Next week you don't have class. For next day I have arranged an additional class, extra time. I can send you the schedule. Yeah, I already sent. No, again you have class 20th Sunday. Again you have class 20 of April Sunday. Only Sunday, because of Thursday is New Year break. I'm not in Colombo. I again come 18th of April to Colombo. Then we can conduct a class 20th April. Then after that, every Thursday, okay? No any change because of additional, this extra time for only New Year break, because of New Year break. After that, no any changing. Every Thursday, 6:30 to 9:30, our class time. Okay. If you don't have any more question, we can wind up for today. If you have any problem, you can feel free to ask me from WhatsApp or chat or whatever. You can send me a WhatsApp message. Again, read the note and go through up to we discuss. Again, go through, then it is easy. If you continue, if you complete day by day works, it's the A level is very easy. Then you can go for island rank as well. If you go through day-to-day life, that means this week we completed work. If you go through again within this week as well, then no any issue, no any work loading, no pile up works, then you can easily complete your works and you can easily face to the exam after 2 years. Okay, that's all for today. Good night and thank you for joining.